Happy start to the week. All right, so some changes are happening this week. I should see you at your scheduled meeting time that I wrote in the post on Friday, and it's written in today's assignment that is posted. What we'll do is we'll go over a problem that's not in this video, and then you'll have your page that's due the day after our meeting in the afternoon, so you have some time that you can work on it. My recommendation is get this video watched so that when you come to class, if you have any questions about your work, you can ask then. All right? Okay, here we go. All right, we are going to start solving some two-step equations. And so let's dive in. We'll do one in the top row, one in the bottom row, and we'll check our answers at the bottom of the page. So let's start with our very first problem. 4k plus 8 equals 40. So we want to remind ourselves that both sides of our equation need to be equal. They need to be balanced. The stuff on the left side, the 4k plus 8, equals is the same as the 40. So if we make a change to one side, we have to make a change to the other side. Our goal is to figure out what k is, so we have to get that alone. We're going to break it apart piece by piece. So we're going to start with the opposite direction of PEMDAS. We're going to start with the stuff further away from the k. We're going to start with undoing the addition or the subtraction. So how do I get rid of a positive 8? Well, I subtract 8. I undo that adding 8 so that it'll go away. So I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides. So on the left side, those cancel and go away. We're just left with the 4k. That was the goal. It was to get that down to a simpler equation. And then 40 minus 8 is 32. Okay, I'm going to change colors because I'm going to do the second step here. And now I need to get k alone. Right now we know what 4 k's are, but we only want 1 k. So how do I go from 4 of something to 1 of it? I divide by 4. If I divide the left side by 4, I have to divide the right side by 4. So on the left side, those cancel each other and we're left with 1k. That was the goal. And on the right side, what's 32 divided by 4? How many 4's go into 32? Oh yeah, that's 8. So that's it. There's my problem. Want to scroll down to the bottom and see. All right, we got it. 8. Looks good. Oops, I didn't mean to make that mark. So that looks good. Let's pick one more problem. And let's pick from the second row, because now I see that, oh no, we have some fractions. Let's start with number 6. So I'm going to zoom in on number 6. It tells us 1 equals 1/3 of x minus 4. So again, I'm going to draw a line down so I can tell which side I need to focus on. And I want to get this 1/3 x alone. So how do I get that alone? Well, how do I undo subtracting 4? That's right, I need to add 4 to both sides. If I add it to the right side, I have to add it to the left. 1 plus 4 gives me 5. On the right side, these two pieces cancel, so I'm just left with 1/3 x. 1/3 x equals 5, or 5 equals 1/3 x. Now, I need to remind myself, how do I go from 1/3 of something to all of that thing? How do I go from 1/3 times something equals 1? How many 1/3s do I need to equal 1? I need 3 of them. And a slight tangent, but remember that when we have a fraction like 1/3, we can always multiply it by the reciprocal by flipping it. And when we multiply that across, 1 times 3 is 3, 3 times 1 is 3, and 3 divided by 3 gives us 1. We use the reciprocal to solve that, but we can simplify 3 over 1 to just be 3. So, back to our problem at hand. To get 1/3 of x to equal 1x, we multiply both sides by 3. And let me do a little bit here of adjusting. I want to do that, and I'm going to just slide that down a little bit. Okay, can I move this back? Nope. Okay, there we go. So now, sorry for that adjustment, 3 times 5 is 15. On the right side, 1/3 of x 3 times. If you have 1/3 of something, but you've got 3 of those, you've just got x. So x equals 15. So for 1/3, I had to multiply by 3. So if I have 1/2, what will I end up multiplying by? 2. For 1/5, what will I end up multiplying by? 5. Alright, I think you see the point. So, x equals 15, is that down below? It is. Alright. There it is. I will see you on class Monday or Tuesday, depending on what your period is, and we will go over another problem together and make sure you're good to go to get this done. Thank you so much.